Hey, Danny K comes to you from Danny K Gym and Wellness. I have a two-parter kind of tip kind of thing today. I want to do a special. Okay, so it's going to be a special treat. I was trying to see if I could get some viewers yet. I know it's a little early. It is 7:35 a.m. I'm almost halfway done my legs. Come on, where are you guys at? There's one viewer. So, there's two. All right, come on. So, we're popping in these viewers. So basically, my little couple of more viewers are coming in. So basically, like I said, it's going to be a two-parter today. So I have a special that I'm going to throw out, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, if you're watching this video, or if you're, friends with me on Facebook, or with my Danny K Gym and Wellness. If you have not yet liked my Danny K Gym and Wellness page, please go like my Danny K Gym and Wellness page so that you get this link for this special that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try and maybe do it 2 times today. So I might see how it goes. So basically the special that I want to do, and I'm pretty excited about it, is I want to give you, people have been asking me about how can you train me via the internet live, where I can see you, you can see me. Right now I'm talking to you live, you can see me, but I can't see you. So it's kind of hard to do it this way, to train you. I can tell you what to do, but I can't see that you're doing it, right? So people have asked me, how can you do that? So I want to give you a free little training session, 10-15 minutes, just to show you how I can train you live from my gym or my house or whatever. If I'm on vacation, wherever in the world I am, and wherever in the world you are, I can train you. Even if you're here local, with the snow coming here, Maryland, like up to 2 feet, are you freaking kidding me? But if you're stuck at home and y'all are telling me that you want a training session, I can train you, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my channel that I have, and I'm going to send out a link, and when I tell you, you're going to click on that link. Hey, Christina, so you're going to click on that link, and we're going to connect, and then I'm going to see you, you're going to see me, and I'm going to give you some instructions, some workout exercises to do, and then you'll see how that works. And then if you like that and you want to do that and continue with that, I can train you. You don't have to be here at my gym. You don't have to be here in Westminster, Maryland. You can be in California, Florida, wherever, and I can train you. So I want to show you that. So that's one special thing that I'm doing today. Hey, Christina. So that's one thing that I'm going to do today. So look for that. Like I said, if you're not a friend of mine on Danny Knight, I'm going to post it on my personal page, but I'm also going to post it on my gym page, Danny K Gym and Wellness. That's D-A-N-I-K, the letter K, Gym and the ampersand wellness. So I'll post it both there, no matter who you are. If you have post out public, so if you have that link, click on it and we'll get to training. But what I want you to do is, if you're watching this, leave me a couple of time frames that y'all can do, like if it's afternoon, if it's evening. So I want to try and maybe do like 2 today. So even if it's like 2 p.m. and another one at 5 p.m. or whatever it might be, but I want to show you guys how this works. So because I've had a lot of questions, and the only real true way to show you how that works is to actually show you how it works. So I'm going to give you a little demo, like I did the other night with my demo Tabata class. So so stay tuned for that. And like I said, leave me some time frames below, or private message me or whatever. And let me know what time frames actually work for you. And so obviously the majority of the time frames I'm going to try and hit, so I can get, the majority of people that are really interested in this. So that's something free, good special thing coming up from Danny K. So back to the tip of the day, spot reduction. A lot of people ask me about spot reduction. How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this, flab? When I stop waving, my arm continues to wave. It's hard. You cannot spot reduce. Hey, Patty. You cannot spot reduce. So, unfortunately and fortunately, you can spot increase. So I have a lot of women that, over the years especially, that have come to the gym and they're like, they'll come in and they'll work the lower half like constantly, and then they'll leave the upper half alone. And so they might start seeing things that, start, like the lower half decreasing, but then all of a sudden the lower half starts increasing again, and they're asking me why. Hey Jeff, hey Avery. So basically what is happening is you're working the fat off through working out, exercise, and all that, the nutrition, so things are getting smaller. But if you constantly just focus on one area, especially with weights, I don't care who you are, it's going to get bigger. So if you're trying to reduce, or trying, like maybe like a pear-shaped kind of lady, or even men. So basically a lot of those ladies, though, they'll come in and work legs, and forget about working their upper body. One thing, when I ask them, why are they just working on their lower body and not their upper body, they're like, oh, because I don't want my upper body to get bigger, so I don't want to touch my upper body with weights. So what? So you're working your lower half with weights to get that smaller, but you're afraid to work your upper body with weights because you're gonna get bigger? No. Weights don't know it's the way you work the weights. It's obviously the way you eat. If you're, low calorie or high calorie or whatever, that has a lot to do with how, the results come. However, when you're working the weights, it's all about how you work the weights, is to how you're going to either, bulk or thin out or whatever. So a lot of times with men, they will do reps, heavy weight, 4 to 6 reps, 4 to 6 reps. Women that are trying to lose weight, obviously you want to do 12 to 15 reps. Sometimes, depending on what the area is, you might want to do 10 reps. And of course the weight is accordingly to those reps. However, if you're working just on your lower half and not on your upper half, the confusion comes in when they're working on their lower half with the weights because they're trying to get it smaller, and not working on the upper half because they don't want it to get bigger. So you're contradicting yourself. Weights don't know, it's how you work the weights. So if you're trying to, especially like I've talked to women that have, like a pear shape, they're bigger at the bottom, smaller at the top. If you work 10 to 12 reps of, with weights on your upper body and 15, maybe to 20 reps on your lower body, you'll start getting your body in proportion. And then so that's what you're looking for ultimately. So if you come in and you're constantly, if you feel like you have too much at the lower half and you constantly work on the lower half, it's not going to go away. It's going to get bigger because you're working it more and working it, and you're not, working the other half to even things out. So you have to have a balance. There should be a balance on everything. But as far as, the spot reduction with the belly, you can't just come in and do crunches, just like with your lower half. If you're trying to get rid of your lower half, you can't just do legs all the time and get rid of it. You can't just do abs and get rid of it, okay? So nutrition is key. I've said that. I don't know if you've ever heard me say that, but nutrition, is a big part of 85% how you're going to see your results on anything, okay? Even with the flab, the swing of the arms, there's things that you can do to strengthen those areas, to tone those areas. But as far as if you're just trying to lessen that area and that's the only area you focus on, it's eventually going to, you might see some decrease, but then it's eventually going to increase because you're focused on it so much. So there's that balance that you need, and then it appears that you've spot reduced. So I always tell people, like, you give them analogy, and I hate to say this because of the freaking snowstorm that we're gonna have, but basically what happens, when you're lifting or doing cardio or proper nutrition or whatever, you're losing body fat all over. You just feel like the troubled areas, you're not losing it fast enough or at all. So basically what you want to look at is the thinner areas on your body, the areas that need less work. Look at them as having like maybe 2 inches, it's like 2 inches of snow in your driveway. The thicker areas, the belly or the hips or the butt or, whatever, You know, sometimes, you know, women have bigger arms, they want to try and get rid of that. But whatever your thicker area is, look at it as about 3 feet of snow or snow drift on your driveway. So you have a little bit of area to get rid of, but you have a whole bunch of area to get rid of, okay? So if you just let the snow melt, sorry about that, got a text. So if you just let the snow melt by just the sun and not shovel or anything like that, it's going to decrease. But now where you have had the 2 inches, you're going to see the driveway. So over here at the 3 feet of snow, you're not going to see the driveway yet. So has that snow melted? Of course it's melted. It's melted the same amount, it's just there's less here. So, and eventually it will melt. You just got to keep at it. The sun has to keep at it and melt that snow. So just the same as your body, you know, you have a troubled area belly, you notice, well, my arms are losing it, but my belly's not. It's the same thing, 2 inches of snow versus 3 feet of snow. So it will, and it is lessening. It's just those troubled areas you want to happen so fast, and that's the area that you want. So then you start focusing and being obsessed with that area, and then what happens is you start increasing in that area. So you have to have balance in proper, you know, the proper way of exercising and the proper nutrition. Get that balance, and you will lose everything in everywhere, in every spot. It's just going to take a little bit more time in those troubled areas. You just have to stick with it. So I hope that helps, and please stay in tune and look for my link for my special thing that I'm going to be doing today. Free training, 10-15 minutes, one-on-one group training, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to be able to see you, you're going to be able to see me. So look for that. And if you tuned in late and you missed what I'm actually talking about, my special free 10-15 minute, go back and watch the video again, and you know, jump in on what and look for what I've spoken about that free training session. I want to show you how I can actually train you, me from here and you from wherever you're at. So DaniKGymAWellness.com, Dani K Gym and Wellness on Facebook. I've got my app out in the Apple Store, Dani K app. Look for me, message me, and let me know below what time frames you can actually do. I'm going to try and do 2 today. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. If you missed anything, rewatch the video. Bye.